be what my expectations are as I'm moving forward on this journey. I've been superintendent at Asbury Park for 30 days, as of August 17th. During this month, I've had an opportunity to listen attentively, learn quickly, and lead boldly. As I embark on this journey in Asbury Park, this is what I believe. I expect excellence every day for every child, in every classroom, in every school. Asa Hilliard, for those of you who don't know, was a warrior who passed last year. And Asa says, and only Asa can say it in this way, but I'm going to just give you a brief quote. Do we truly will to see each and every child in this nation develop to the peak of his or her capacities? If our destination is excellence on a massive scale, not only must we change from the slow lane into the fast lane, we literally must change highways. Perhaps we need to abandon the highways altogether and take flight, because the highest goals that we can imagine are well within our reach for those who have the will to excellence. I have the will to excellence. This board has the will to excellence. But I also know that I cannot accomplish anything in this world alone. It will take all groups, the Department of Education, our school board. I have a wonderful cabinet, and I just mentioned them, Deborah, Corey, Lowe, we had to leave earlier today, Bill Shannon, and Mark Cowell. And now our circle is complete because Dr. Robert McGarry is on board. He starts officially on Monday. Our principals, teachers, business leaders, elected officials. I was really so happy to meet with the new mayor, and we're really pleased about this collaboration. We're going to have coffee very soon. And I have to give him credit, and also Barbara Zazinski, our board president, for starting this collaboration. Who would think the town and the city working together? But this is the type of collaboration that we need to do the job that needs to get done. Most importantly, the parents and the community members and the students, because without you, none of us would be here. And this is our focus, and this is why we will be working together. Mr. Napolitani wasn't here, but he and I have already started a close working relationship because we do need our unions and our collective bargaining units to work together. Much of what I've done over the 32 years in education has been working with the stakeholder groups, and that conversation continues. One interesting fact that's sad, but one will overcome. Right now, 2 out of 11 students in Asbury pass New Jersey assessments. That's not acceptable. Our children deserve better. I do believe that in the next 4 to 5 years, Asbury Park will be a high-performing school district again. As I've been out meeting with people and implementing my entry plan, I found that Asbury was at the top as far as education, curriculum, innovation, and I have no doubts that now with our circle complete, we'll be back there. As you know, I'm from New York, and New York has a board of regents, but there's a person named Regent Sanford, Adelaide Sanford, who's Regent Emerita. But when she visited schools, and she was a very successful school principal, and someone when I became principal that was my role model, she always asked for the children well. So as I'll be strolling through buildings, I'll be asking you and the parents, are the children well? In an African village, a village is determined to be successful if the children are well, educationally, financially, socially, and emotionally. Because if the children aren't well, the village isn't well, and because they are future leaders. I expect excellence. Here are the fundamental components that will enable us to achieve excellence. 1, the ability to identify, access, the ability to analyze, access, and act on effective strategies to accelerate student achievement and close the achievement gap. To support dedicated accountability and high-performing district and school leadership. And we really do have a good team in Asbury, our principals, our supervisors, and having been in all those roles, you know that it takes a whole group to work together, and I'm really pleased to be with them. Nurture and support committed, highly qualified, world-class teachers. I spoke to the teachers on the first day of school. This key significant factor in student achievement is a highly qualified first-class teacher. And our job in central office is to work, support them, provide the professional development and the tools they need to help our students be successful. Trusting and developing a cohesive working relationship with the school board. This is a really good board, and I'm really glad you're here. I know that with the leadership that's in place with Barbara and Greg, and each of you individually, I know that we're going to make a good governance team, because that's what it's all about. I've met individually with all the school board members, the principals, and also members of my cabinet. Another key ingredient, and you talked about this later, is mobilizing the parents and the community in the pursuit of excellence for every student. Ensure continued improvement in Asbury Park operational and financial systems. And the district has been better during the last 2 years, and part of it has to do with the work of this board. So as part of my entry plan, I'll be reaching out in phase 2 in October to the various community groups so that I can hear what some of your issues and concerns are. I also have questions to ask of you. From this plan that I'll finish by the end of October, I will develop 3 goals that will be our district goals for the year. A tentative retreat will be planned with my board so that we'll be able to put together a strategic 5-year plan. Because there's a lot that needs to be done in Asbury, and it can't be done all in 1 year. But a 5-year plan will put us where we need to be. And part of that strategic plan is that it's a plan for the board, but it's a plan that involves all the stakeholders. So you'll be intricately involved in the development of that plan. I also want to thank the board for having this reception for me. And as we talked earlier, Barbara and Greg, and you just mentioned the 2 of you because they spent a lot of time collaborating. Reverend Geneva came up with some wonderful ideas. I do have to mention that. But one of the things that I've been asking people is we always ask them, what advice do you give me as I assume the superintendency? And the trend that I've seen already is a close working relationship with the board. So you know that I have my commitment, and I know I have yours, to be able to do what we need to do. And I'm really pleased to be here. There are some people that I need to thank, because I'm pretty much at the end of my speech. Ms. Buford, where are you? Thank you, Mr. Buford. You're the principal of this wonderful, beautiful school. Thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication.